Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for choosing today this room and for choosing this opportunity, especially looking to the competence when the Majesty the King is in other room. So I hope you take the right decision and you enjoy these 20 next minutes. And today we are here to discuss a real case that is managing B2B sales, generative artificial intelligence, digital human avatars in a very interesting solution developed for a B2B customer, big customer in Latin America. His name is GSI, Granos y Servicios Integrales. And today we have the opportunity to have here the company that have developed this solution. So let me introduce you to Héctor Valle Guerrero, Commercial Director of the Avatar Factory, TAF, and Eduardo Domínguez Lalo, Integration Leader at Enable and the mastermind of this solution and this millisecond communication between AI and SAP. So welcome everyone, and let's start. And my first question is for Héctor, and it's very obvious, no? Héctor, why your company decide to use a digital human, an avatar, to deploy this solution in front of other type of possible solutions like a dashboard or a conventional chatbot? What was the key point to decide and to bet for an avatar?
Thank you, David, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a really good question because the mission of the Avatar Factory is to try to empathize and really connect with people. We want to connect the digital world and the digital world of the company with his culture, information, people, try to connect with the customers and put the, I said a cold chatbot, it's not generate the real connection. So we built digital humans that have emotions when they talk, and we want to empathize and really connect with people. It's the reason that we built the digital humans, to try to connect with people.
Well, I'm talking about connection, Eduardo, Lalo. I hope and we believe that connecting a cutting-edge conversational AI with a robust and fixed and not so flexible system as SAP should not be an easy task. No? What was the main challenge that you need to work with in all this project and process?
Well, actually, the most challenging thing was in the construction of that bridge, because in one part you have SAP ERP, and it has its own governance and its own rules and validations. And in the other side, all this conversational layer is asking for maybe real-time data and maybe in a more flexible way to gather this data. So we implement some bridge that relies on the best practices of the ERP and relies on this discipline that it's called the clean core. And we develop a solution that is a loosely coupled solution that interacts with the ERP without compromising any process from the ERP. And that's it.
And this is especially a big deal because here I hope latency is very critical. No? You need to do all this with precision, but also with latency, isn't it?
Yeah, it was very important to make this latency to go to our make this like a real conversation with a human. But it was the challenge that we fulfill.
Okay, thanks, Eduardo. Well, at this point, I know the solution, but I'm wondering that many of you are probably thinking or imagine how it's really deploy the solution. So I'm going to ask my technical guys to go with a video, a little video. It's just 1 minute or 1 minute and a half that is going to show us how really does it works when one of the users go and want to ask for some materials and some basics for his fabric or for his farm. So please, intro video. Okay, here we have. The sound is not working, but it's going to be fixed very soon. Can we start from scratch, from the beginning? Thank you very much.
Hola Héctor, le doy la bienvenida al asistente virtual de GSI. ¿Qué desea hacer hoy?
Quiero programar una entrega.
¿Desea solicitar mercancía de un contrato puesto o levantado?
Levantado.
Estos son los contratos disponibles para mercancía levantada sobre los que puede solicitar entregas. ¿Sobre qué pedido desea operar?
Sobre el 447.
¿Qué cantidad de su pedido desea liberar?
25 toneladas.
Según la cantidad solicitada, el tipo de vehículo asignado es Thornton. ¿Me lo confirma, por favor?
Sí, confirmado.
¿Me indica el número de la placa del vehículo que recogerá la mercancía?
Es 11J23L.
La placa 11J23L corresponde al chofer Juan Luis Hernández Padilla. ¿Es correcto?
Es correcto.
¿Qué día desea recoger la mercancía?
El 15 de mayo del 2026.
Le confirmo los datos de la entrega solicitada. El número de contrato 4000-0186.
Thank you. So with this little video, we can imagine how is the process. But Hector, you that are you work with the face-to-face and with the customer with SAE. How was the perception, the value perfection for both the direct customer GSI and for the customers of GSI about the solutions? Tell us this little insight about how was all this process received by these people.
Okay. Well, in the first hand, we have the commercial team or sales team that they want to have the connection with the customer, because in this industry, they told us that they want to talk with someone. So we try. Also, if you can show in the video, the back end of the digital human is part of the
industry. No?
Yeah, the industry of GSI, and all the cloud for the digital human it's for GSI, and the customer really want to talk with this digital human. Obviously, we can build communication with the customers, because we need to take care of this, of the communication, because if you don't communicate correctly, they think that you don't want to talk with them. So, and they have many benefits to 24/7, for example. Someone to take the phone, or in this case, the sales order. And internally, they also have many benefits, because the sales team can do activities with more value of the company, and they have more time to negotiate with customer, to negotiate internally because they want to talk about the price, the discounts, and many policies that they have, and so they really want to talk. The customers want to talk with this digital human after implementation.
So they perceive a really return of investment in give more freedom and more time to the sales team to develop market and this type of tasks.
Yeah, because it's very difficult to build a business case, and I think in this place we are all talking about a business case and ROI and everything, but if you have more time to put the people or correct people in the correct place, you have many sales.
Okay, thanks. Lalo, again with you, I'm going to press you a little, excuse me, but let's talk about one of the still main pain points or talking about generative artificial intelligence. What is hallucinations and the typical mistakes that even the most advanced model is still having these type of problems every time with less precisions, but still a pain point. Yeah. And especially talking in an industrial sector like this, I can imagine that the customer is not in position to admit a little average of mistakes. How can you assure that when these guys are talking with this avatar, the system is not giving wrong information about stocks, about type of vehicles, all these critical things to do the right work? How do you manage this?
Yeah, I think it is the most important thing about this, because all of this relies on the architecture of the solution. And well, in the enterprise world, we don't want to an avatar or agent invents or makes up like a sales average volume, or maybe something that can affect my supply chain after all. So in our architecture or in this solution in specific, we respect in this case SAP ERP processes, because we trust it. SAP has more than 50 years of experience of business processes that are proved in this kind of industries. So we are relying on that, and we only build this layer that interacts with SAP, but the avatar doesn't calculate anything. SAP does it for the avatar. The avatar only narrates like the information, and with that we can assure that the message or the interaction with the avatar, it will be from real data.
Thanks, Lalo. 2 more questions, very quick, because we need to give the last 5 minutes to give the opportunity to the people to ask something. But for Hector, I'm very quick, in 1 minute. How was the biggest wow effect in all this process and with all the stakeholders of the companies and the stakeholders of the clients?
I think the wow effect is in the customer is I have a person or a thing to talk 24/7, and he knows all about me, all my products, my prices, my contracts, everything. And I can also choose the time to talk with them. And for the stakeholders of the company is, wow, really this thing function and is working for me.
It works, no?
It works, exactly,
and
it works.
It's fixed and tailor-made for me.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks. And last question for you is thinking and looking to the architecture that you built for this point, one of my wonders is if this, how escalated or how easy is to apply all this knowledge and all this work that you have done to other areas of very robust and difficult system to work with, like SAP. Do you need to do it from scratch, or we can reutilize some of the architecture that you have also deployed?
Well, as you saw in the video, it was, in this case, it was like a very specific use case that we implement, where we implemented the avatar. But this question is very important because as we can determine or detect based on customer needs or maybe our creativity, new use cases, we rely on the same base, that is the same architecture. So in Enable, we have this philosophy of productized the effort, and maybe as we can use, we are using like the same team and the same knowledge in order to replicate them, and we don't need like build all from scratch. So bottom line, no zero effort, but not it doesn't means that we will build from scratch.
Okay, so and good news for the customer is that it should be cheaper, no, Hector?
I don't know.
and it should be easier in time to market to build this type of solution. Okay, 30 minutes, 30 seconds plus from schedule, but I want to give the opportunity to the attendees, to the public, if anyone wants to ask for some detail or for some point that we miss in these only 20 minutes that we have to explain the solution. If anybody wants, here we have one candidate.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your conversation. Just one question. It's not very clear for me that, are you saying that you are taking advantage of the IA model from SAP, or are you developing your own model to deploy and to interact with the avatar?
For you,
thank you.
I think it's for you, Eduardo.
Yeah. Well, we are not competing against SAP AI. We are like using the same logic, and we are being here like with a pragmatic vision of the use of this kind of technology, and we try always like respect this philosophy of the clean core and respect the foundation of the ERP and all processes. So you have like this base and this foundation, and we construct this other layer, and in that layer we build agents, this conversational, and this kind of human interaction with this kind of avatars. So at the end of the day, the ERP or the ERP brings data, and you as an end user use this avatar to ask it maybe for this data, and the data comes like to this humanized thing using this kind of avatar.
Yeah, to add something very, very quick, but for me, SAP is very powerful. It's like an F1 in a circuit, and it's great. It's very fast. It's very powerful, but sometimes you need other type of car to manage in difficult roads, and for this type of roads and streets, driving a F1 like SAP is not the best way. So the combination of both give us the capacity to deploy this in the best way. Any other questions? Yes, over there. Thank you very much.
Hi, thanks. I'm Anish. I just had a question. I'm not really technical, but from what I understand is from one of your answers, you're just building on your agents on SAP and ERP. So my question to you is like, what's your product differentiation? What's your unfair advantage? Like, how is this strategy not replicable for your competitors? If you could just explain that, I would really appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much. Anyone?
I try to explain maybe at the top of the pyramid because the architecture of the solution of the Avatar Factory is to try to connect or orchestrate all the systems or solutions, because in the big companies have a lot of systems, because it's not only SAP, ERP. They have many systems about to try to locate in the supply chain or the HR, maybe information, and we try to connect and orchestrate all the data and all the information in the human form, or to try to humanize all the data. So I think our differentiation is to connect all data, all solution, and all systems to interact with only one thing, that is the digital human.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for
we are out of time. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and from the deep of my heart, to be here today with us. And if you have any other questions, you can easily contact Hector or Luis Eduardo Lalo, and he will be very happy to talk with you about anything you can wonder about in this vertical and in other verticals like healthcare or e-commerce that I know that they are working on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.